So you've decided to volunteer your time to serve on a conservation committee for your community. Thank you so much. We appreciate the giving of your time and talents to help take care of these areas. Today, I just want to go over 3 really simple management activities that you can complete or you can organize with your neighbors and complete to help keep these areas looking the best that we can. One of the easiest things that we can do in our communities is just help pick up trash. So whether that's yourself on your daily walk with a Walmart bag in your pocket, something like that, or if you want to organize with some neighbors and do a trash pickup day, one of the easiest things that we can do while enjoying our communities and keeping it clean is picking up trash. A lot of these areas are designed to filter stormwater. A byproduct of that is that this tall cover is going to catch a lot of trash too. So not only are they filtering our water, they're also filtering litter as it passes through the landscape. Another simple management technique that we need to use in our communities is woody species control. And historically, this would have been done either through drought conditions, through grazing by bison on the prairies, or through fire. We try to burn as often as we can, every 2 to 5 years on some of these sites. In the meantime, we're going to get some woody plants that decide to come into our sites, so we need to take care of those. A couple simple, easy tools for this job is going to be like a handsaw. I have a little hand trimmer as well. And then I'm also using today Tordon RTU, which the RTU stands for ready to use. That's going to help control these stumps so that they don't come back. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm going to use my handsaw. I'm trying to cut close to the base to cut down and remove this tree. So I'm going to try to cut every single one of these. And after I've cut, I'm going to come in with my Tordon and apply this directly to these stumps, just like that. A third really simple management technique is going to be taking care of just a few key weeds that grow in our prairies. There's a few problem plants that are really pretty simple to take care of. A couple to learn is going to be the difference between a Canada thistle and biennial thistles. So there's really 2 categories there. Everything else, as far as thistle goes, is a biennial. So that means it's going to have a rosette in year 1. In year 2, it's going to bolt and create a flower, and that will go to seed, and that's how the plant reproduces. So if we can get out and cut down some of these plants as they bolt, that will keep seed from going back into the ground, and we can control that plant without having to use chemicals. A couple other biennial plants that we need to control are common mullein. This one's probably the easiest one to identify in the prairie. Grows as a rosette in year 1, and then it bolts in year 2, and that's when we want to cut it down. So today we have an area of the prairie that's experiencing some weed pressure. I've actually got both life stages of the common mullein plant here. So down here we have the rosette stage. So this is year 1. This plant is basically gathering up resources, and in its 2nd year, it will bolt like this plant right here. So right here we have common mullein. It's so easy to identify. It's got these big fuzzy leaves, this tall stalk growing on it here. And all I'm going to do for a management technique is use my garden hoe here, and I'm just going to cut them down. Now that we've discussed the 3 things that we can do to help take care of these areas, I want to briefly go over a couple things that I want to make sure we don't do. One of the biggest ones is let's not dump anything in these areas. So that's going to be our biggest culprits are typically lawn clippings. When we're done mowing our yard, let's try to make sure we're not dumping any lawn clippings in these areas. Another couple typical ones are like potting soil. After the year's done, I've seen a lot of potting soil get dumped in some of these areas. It's not real soil, so it doesn't just go away. It's actually mostly peat moss, which gives us a lot of trouble burning. Other things are like extra dirt from landscaping, old sod, cut down plants, anything like that. Let's keep these out of these spots. They're typically going to cause a lot of weed problems and make burning difficult, and it'll make us take more time to burn an area if we have that debris in there. Another thing we don't want to do is we don't want to be mowing these sites with our lawnmowers. You'll see me or a company that we hire on a tractor mowing these sites at certain heights, but we're typically mowing higher than your residential lawnmower can. So if you mow any of these areas with a residential lawnmower, it's going to cause a lot of weed problems, and it's going to set us back even further. Other than that, really just enjoy these areas, enjoy them with your family, get together either with friends, family, even if it's just by yourself in a small area near your home. Just do what you can. Do those 3 simple things we talked about, and let's help make these areas the absolute best they can be. Thank you.